And yesterday it was like by the evening, it was like full throttle, the attack of the enemy on my mind, because that's something that it was always like everybody would be like, oh, you're so bipolar, you're so crazy. Did you take your meds today? Uh, but not knowing that, I was being severely attacked by witchcraft. My mind was being manipulated, and its enemy was always out. That was like his major attack on my life, was my mental health, my mind, um, and amongst the millions of other things that he did, because the enemy is a big, fat, lying douche, an idiot, a hater. You know what? It is what it is. God bless you too, Satan. You need Jesus. You're a job for Jesus. But anyway, so the attack on my mind was so crazy last night. It was like the thought of having my fiance is like, okay, let's go do laundry. And I was like, I can't do laundry. Like, I'm struggling here. Leave me alone. Like, it was like so crazy. Like, I looked and sounded like a complete weirdo. But when you get to that point, is my fiance is like, okay, like, because we're reading the book of Romans right now. He's like, why don't you sit down and read the book of Romans? I showered and I read the book of Romans, and I don't know, it's just like at that time I felt God's presence. My daughter was like, come on, let's sit and watch a little, like we're watching this series together. And after that, like the peace of the Lord, there's no other peace like the Lord's, just kind of came over me, where before I didn't have the tools. Before my relationship with the Lord, I didn't have the tools. I would go all the way down to the basement, and the basement had crazy trap doors, and then I would just be there forever. This didn't last so long. It was still bad, but it didn't last as long. I went down to like the second floor, but there was an opening, and that was Jesus. So I just wanted to jump on here to let you guys know that the attack on your mental health is real. Take care of yourselves. Meditate, pray, read the Bible, give it to the Lord. Don't allow yourself to stew and fester in the negativity, and cancel, denounce the attack of the enemy over your life, over your minds. Plead the blood of Jesus over your